Hey gamers, it's Justin. I'm back again with another Just in Gaming, and this time I'm talking about the Stadia Pro games for June 2021. As always, I take this information from 9 to 5 Google, and the first game I'm going to talk about is the Legends of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. This was developed and published by Nihon Falcon. It originally came to North America in October of 2019. But its stated release date was April 1st, 2021. And this is a JRPG by Nihon Falcon, like I said before. They also do the Ys series, the YS, whatever, and Legend of Heroes is a series, and then Trails is a series, and I guess this is a combination of two. JRPG with traditional turn-based battles, which what I've always said, that's perfect for mobile gaming, so that should be good. The world is very interesting. I don't know really if you call this like fantasy or modern times or whatever. Some people have swords, some people have guns, and some people have chainsaw swords, so I don't know if there's like a anime version of steampunk or something like that, but that's what I would think of. The main character is a military professor, and people in your group are his students, so I guess that's why they have these like military style uniforms, but still it's very, the uniforms are modern looking, but then the setting doesn't always seem modern to me, and they fight a lot of monsters, but I guess it's not really fantasy. I guess it's just more contemporary or something like that. But it looks interesting. It's got good Metacritic scores of like 82. And again, I said with a turn-based system, I think that'll work good for if you're playing it on like your phone or your iPad or something like that. So even though things that are anime style are usually not something I'm interested in, I think I'm going to give this one a try and see if this might be good for Stadia. Next game I'm going to talk about, I don't have much to say about because there's not much to talk about, but it's Moto Gp 20. It's developed and published by Milestone SRL, and it was released April 23rd, 2020. And it is a sim motorcycle racing game, and apparently it's the 9th in the series, so I guess it's pretty popular. And so if you're into sim racing with motorcycles, you should definitely give that a try. Our next game is Kronos Before the Ashes. It's published by Gunfire Games, and I guess it's released by Gunfire Games, at least I don't have that on here. It was released December 1st, 2020, and this is a prequel to Remnant from the Ashes. Actually, Kronos was a VR game that Gunfire released, and then they further developed it and added more things to it and made it a prequel to Remnant, because Remnant was pretty popular and did pretty well. You play a customizable hero who is trying to kill a dragon. So this is another weird one where dude's got a sword and a shield, but the first level looks like you're going through a factory or something like that. But then Remnant, if I remember correctly, is on like a kind of doomed Earth type, like apocalyptic scenario. So I guess that would make sense that this is kind of the beginning of a normal Earth that gets ruined by monsters and fantasy elements. So that's kind of cool. One interesting tidbit about this game is that if you die in the game, your character comes back, but he comes back a year later in game time from when he died, and so that means your character is a year older. So that means it affects their stats in a certain way. So that's kind of interesting. It makes me wonder if like you're really horrible at it, like which I am with most games that have story. Do you just like eventually get so old there's no way to beat the game and you have to like just start over from scratch, almost like a roguelike or something like that? That might be something to test with my skill when it comes to games like that. Now, when I remember when Remnant came out, it was kind of touted as a Souls-like game because of the similar qualities they had with saving and the boss battles and stuff like that. So if that is the case with this one, this game might be a little hard. I don't know. It's kind of interesting with Kronos and with Remnant. They have a very, I don't want to say Fortnite style of art, but that kind of sort of cartoony, sort of realistic style. I don't think goes well with Souls games, so we'll see if this is if this is going to hold my attention or not, but it looks pretty interesting, so let's give it a try. And then our last game is called Blue Fire, and it's developed by Roby Studios and published by Graffiti Games, and it's been out for Steam for a little bit, but it's going to come to Stadia on June 1st, 2021, and it's going to be a Stadia Pro game that day. So the first day it's on Stadia, it's already Stadia Pro. And this is a very interesting game. It's a 3D platformer, hack and slash, and reading the Steam reviews, it gets compared to Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, Ori, Hollow Knight, kind of like a mix-up of all those games. And if that wasn't high praise enough, it's got really cool art style that is kind of comic booky, cartoony, like looks like it would be wholesome because you're little dudes, like this little small guy with little beady eyes, and but then the world seems to be like another one where like evil is taken over and you have to like save these people or something like that. So it's quite the contrast with the cute cartoony graphics, but then like kind of a dark story. So I'm interested in trying that. I've heard that some of the platforming is kind of hard, and I am a very lazy gamer, and if something has too much platforming in it, I just give up. So we'll see. I'll definitely try it. I don't know how far I'll get in it, but if Hollow Knight and Ori and stuff like that is in your wheelhouse, then you might really like Blue Fire. So all in all, I think it's a pretty great month for Stadia. It's pretty great. You got 4 games for Stadia Pro, and continuing with another JRPG is awesome. And then like Blue Fire is like an indie, which is cool. And then Kronos is kind of like a mid-tier AA game, so that's awesome. And then Moto for the racing, I guess. I still think Stadia's killing it. I know I'm a shill. I know I'm just a homer for Stadia, but I really love what they're doing over there. And this is another good month, and that's all I got for now. I will say that I have a Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Fiend28. I have my YouTube channel if you're watching it, which is also Fiend28. And I am the moderator for my library's gaming page, which is HPPPL Games Together. You can find us on Facebook, so if you want to talk video game news with me, come check us out. And that's it. See ya.